Welcome back friends. In this video we will talk about query optimization introduction. Now query optimization is the process of selecting the most efficient query evaluation plan from among the many strategies. Say our query is there. Now there may be so many lots of strategies may be there for a say single query, say strategic 1, strategy 2 and strategic 3. Now query optimizer select the best strategy to execute and then execute the query. Okay, so the task of query optimization is what? Select the best query from the for a single query and execute it. Now we can explain it using a simple example. Let we have a three tables, say student table, result table and subject table. In student table, roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, name Dhoni, Murlidharan, Shenwan and Kapil Dev, address Chennai, Mumbai and Chandigarh. Now result, roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, subject ID S1, S2, S1, S3, marks 90, 60, 75, 85, subject ID S1, S2, S3, physics, chemistry, mathematics. Okay, now our goal is to, the query is for list the roll number and name of students who have enrolled in physics. Okay, so we need roll number and name of student who have enrolled in physics. So here this is what the student table, the physics address is not there, physics subject name is not there. In result, subject ID is there, roll number is there. Okay, here the physics subject in subject table, physics subject is there, but there is no roll number. Now in this particular table, roll number and subject ID are there. That means what? From this particular table we have to identify the subject ID of the physics. That means what? After that we have to merge these two tables. After merging these two tables, we can get the roll number we have registered for the S1 and S1, subject ID S1, and after that we have to merge these two tables to select the roll number and name of this roll number 1 and 3 who have enrolled in subject S1 and S2, which is S1 is for the physics. So anyhow we have to merge these three tables. Now how to solve it? Now what we can do, this is what our initial effort here. What we can do, first of all we have to merge these three tables. Now if you merge these three tables, so student join result join subject. Okay, now if you merge these three tables, after merging it will create one intermediate result. From this particular intermediate result we have to select the subject name physics. If the subject name is physics, select those rows, and from that particular rows intermediate result we have to select only the roll number and name. Okay, so this expression constructs a large intermediate table. However, we can interested in only a few records of this relation. Okay, so we can see the operator tree of the expression Boolean relation algebra. So here, first of all, join result and subject, and it will create one intermediate result. After that, join student and the intermediate result, it will create a big result, big table. So you can see here, this is the table where we have merged these three tables. Okay, so student table, so this is what from student table, this is what for from the result table, and this is from the subject table. So in student table, roll number, name, address is there, and in result, roll number, subject ID, marks are there, and in from subject table, so subject ID and subject names are there. So this is what one intermediate result. So this particular result will generate after this execution, but before that we have to merge these two tables. So this particular merging this one, it will create this particular intermediate table. Okay, so this is the intermediate table after joining result and subject. So this is what result and subject. After that, this is what intermediate result. So this table and this table you have to join student table, and if you merge these two tables, it will create this particular table. That means what? This is the table after having this one. After that, we have to select only the physics roll number. So that means we have to select this row as well as this row, and from that particular row we are interested only the roll number and name. So we are interested only these two columns. Okay, roll number and name. Are you getting this one? So this is the query, and this is the relation algebra, and this is what the operator tree, and these are the intermediate results. Now we can execute the same table, we can get the same result if you execute like this way. See, first of all, select the subject name physics from the subject table. Are you getting this one? So that means what you can see here from the subject table, this is what our subject table, where subject name and subject ID and subject name are there. So we are interested only the physics. That means what, it will create one intermediate table, this one. So after that you will create this table, subject ID and subject name. After that we have to merge result with the intermediate table. So we have to merge result with the intermediate table. It will create this particular table. So here roll number, subject ID and marks are there. In this table also roll number, okay, roll number, subject ID, marks and subject names are there. So if you merge this one, so it will, we need only the two rows. If it is physics, it will merge. Okay, so S1 1, S1 90 physics, 3 S1 75 physics. Similarly, after that we have to merge these two tables. So this is what this, after this operation. Okay, after that you have to merge with the student. After that you have to merge with this particular student. Now if you merge this particular student, it will create this particular table. So this is what after joining. And from that particular table we need only the roll number and name. So we need only the roll number and name. So we can compare these two operations. Both the tables generate the same output, Dhoni and Sen. Okay, roll number 1 Dhoni, roll number 3 Sen 1. Now you can see the intermediate table size. So it is a big size. Okay, but here the sizes are small. So if that means what, here we need less amount of time, okay, to create the table and to store the table and to load the table. But here it needs less amount of time and space. So obviously this particular evolution plan is better than this particular evolution plan, because it generates a small amount of intermediate tables, and both the expression create same output, hence it is called equivalent expression. Both the expressions are equivalent because from the same tables it will generate the same output for the given query. Okay, now the question is, can you do better? Now we can see the answer. Okay, now from the result table we need only the roll number and subject ID. So from the result table we need the roll number and subject ID. Here we don't require the marks. You can see here marks attribute is not required in any situation. So we can remove this particular marks. Okay, so we have seen here. So from the result table we need only the roll number and subject ID. So from the result table we need only the roll number and subject ID. So we need, this is what, intermediate result. So this is what after this particular, and this is what our result table, because the marks attribute is not required in any way. After that, from the subject table, this is what our subject table. From the subject table we need only the physics subject. So this is what, after from the subject table we need only this particular row, this particular record, and after that from the subject table we need only the subject ID, because after that subject name is not required. Okay, so here we need only the subject ID. So this is what our intermediate result, subject ID S1. Now after that we have to merge this table and that table. So roll number, subject ID and the subject ID. So if you merge this one, it will create another intermediate table. So this is what our intermediate table. So this is what it will execute. It will get the output after this one. We are receiving this one. Now from this table we need the roll number only. Okay, this is another small intermediate table. We need only the another roll number. Are you getting this one? So this is what after this one. Say, but here we need, so here in student table roll number, name, address are there. So but here address name is not required. So we have to fetch only the roll number, name. So this is what intermediate table. So this will execute after this operation. Okay, after that we have to merge these two tables. So if you merge these two tables, we can get the final result, this one. Are you getting this one? So you can see here in this case the intermediate results are very small. This is another way of solving the same expression, same problem. Now, given a relational algebra expression, it is the job of the query optimizer to come up with a query evolution plan that computes the same result as the given expression and is the least costly way of generating the result. So least costly means what? It will take less time and space to execute. Okay, and to identify which one is the best, it is the task of query optimizer this particular query optimizer will select the best strategy. Next, steps of query evaluation plan generation. Now 3 steps are there. The first step is what? Generating expression that are logically equivalent to the given expression. Now you can see these are what? These are logically equivalent. Okay, these are equivalent expressions. So now the first step is what? The query optimizer generate equivalent expressions. Okay, we will see how. So first step is what? Generate equivalent expressions to the given expression. Next, we are estimating the cost of each evaluation plan. Okay, and finally annotating the result expression in alternative ways to generate alternative query evaluation plan. Okay, so using equivalent rule, we will see by applying equivalent rule, query optimizer identify logical equivalent expressions and estimate the cost of each evaluation plan by collecting statistical information of the table. After that, annotating the result expression in alternative ways to generate alternative query evaluation plans. So that all this we will explain in detail in the next video, and that is the end of this particular video. Thank you very much.